Howdy folks, welcome back to Let's Play Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm Serious JG, and I'm going to try to sneak in another episode here tonight before we mosey on off to bed. So we finished the Veterans Quest, which didn't end that well for the veteran, but, I mean, he was an older fella. I don't know why I'm trying to justify his death with the fact that he's old. It's sad that he died, but at the same time, you didn't sense a lot of sadness out of him. He's kind of like, well, crap, got myself killed by a boar. Oh, well, take care of my horse. He faced it pretty well. Guess he didn't have a whole lot of time to fret, though. The story is, Sadie Adler in particular, seems to be the only one other than, John Marston's wife and I guess his son, to the extent that his son knows what's going on. But she's the only one who really seems to give a crap about helping John Marston. And that would include us, since we're more focused right now on side quests. And the Five Finger Fillet logo always makes me... Burnout. What's the burnout version? Only one life and 30 seconds to complete as many rounds as you can. Oh. So they don't bother with the idea that you're playing a human opponent. They're just straight up... You must complete the game at a specific level of proficiency to win. But no, that Five Finger Fillet symbol always to me looks like it's a. I was greeting him. So there's a palm reader that we can go waste money with if we felt like it. So let's go up here, and I really, really hope that this side quest isn't about to take a turn towards the rapey. But I do have a sneaking suspicion that's where the Charlotte plot line is going. That unless I'm getting two characters confused, she was a widow who we were helping out with some basics of hunting and fending for herself out, and she was decided she didn't want to live in the city. She was going to live in the home that she and her husband built for herself before her husband passed. And we met some rando who was like, had a lot of naked lady pics.
Earn your fortune. Maybe earn your fortune. Maybe today is the beginning of the end.
Well, I'll help you out, but I do got to move on to do other good deeds.
Help a blind man.
There you go.
Bad news awaits you, sir. Sadly, sooner than you think.
Well.
But beyond the news, paradise awaits. Paradise.
You mean
Okay.
Nuevo Paradiso?
I ain't too sure what to make of that. Howdy.
Are you still here? What
Yep.
are you waiting for? I can't tell you what you want to hear.
Are you still here? What are you waiting for? Give me another $1 for more cryptic bullshit. No, I mean, the guy's basically telling us we're gonna die, which we kind of already know,
Hey,
so.
mister.
What I don't really understand in this, we're wearing the veteran's hat now as a memorial to him, but once it goes missing, well, the first time we lose it, I believe it's gone forever. I don't know that we get to store it. But I do kind of fear that we're never going to meet somebody who's quite as much fun of a character as the stranger was in the guy who would like give us chances with vaguely opportunities to do good or evil, and at the end just kind of taunted us. And our last encounter with him is at the place that would end up being our gravesite. Yeah. That character was kind of chillingly effective in Red Dead Redemption because, you know, there's a million websites and YouTube videos where they would explain all the things about how, oh, the place that you encounter him and you talk to him ends up being the exact site where... What was that? Oh, we killed some. the exact site where Marston's grave is later in the game, and blah, blah, blah. But the game never tells you that flat out. He's just creepy. I really enjoyed it. Another bag of bird.
Hey, mister.
I just said, hey there, mister.
Yeah.
Did you guys rob this wagon, or,
Hey, mister.
Hey,
you guys just chillaxing, huh?
Howdy.
Hey, partner.
I have to say, life is pretty good.
Oh, all right.
Any brief respite from that is awesome.
Well, let's hope it continues, huh?
Bye.
I am so impressed, Rockstar, that the guy actually stops making that noise when he sets down the juice harp, which he has to do to respond to you. It's a harmonica. That's the kind of thing that would be so easy to get wrong.
Hey, partner.
All right. You know, as I ride closer. All right, you keep going. Why? Damn it. What the fuck, game? Like I'm trying to get the. I saw it. I'm trying to get the horse to keep running away. It just throws me instead. How good a bond do you have to have with your horse that Mountain Lion isn't instant death? Because you get thrown, and then you're not able to draw your gun. Ugh. This is every so often the game decides, you know what? No, we're going to spawn something that automatically kills you. We'll never ever kill you in a plot mission because every single plot mission in this game is just enter the button prompts when told, listen to dialogue, enter more button prompts, no challenge whatsoever. But then you're just in the random everyday world and it's like, you know what? We're going to have something appear that you can't possibly survive. And we did in fact lose. Who had Cougar in the pool for how was I going to permanently lose the veteran's hat? Because had I stopped to think about what was most likely going to cost me the veteran's hat, that's probably what I would have gone with. Even the plot mission where you fight a cougar, you don't get killed by cougars like that. Oh, and I was real freaking close to our objective, too. I'll see if this guy is mad, because maybe there was no way to actually go along with his sinister plan, but we'll see if he's mad that we knew her and
My.
didn't tell
I was
him.
wondering when I was going to see you again.
You look different.
Well, the rigors of simplicity take their toll on a woman.
Oh, no, I didn't mean
No,
it.
I know.
I
Things
know
are
that you
going
meant my
well.
new hair coloring.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, you did it all yourself.
So how are you holding up?
I'm still standing.
Well, of course, my
Which is
veteran
an
friend is dead
improvement on the last time you saw me.
when I was
I wish
attacked
that
by a
there was
cougar.
Something else that I could do.
Not you, Bob, but a different kind of cougar.
More than enough.
Please, call me Charlotte.
Charliotto.
Arthur Morgan.
Well, you take care of yourself, Arthur.
Arthur Morgan. Oh, he got some real good tuberculosis right there with that kiss. Is that it? I don't know if I...
Please go on in and help yourself to anything you need. What's mine is yours.
Oh, Well, that's very kind.
Is that going to be a quest objective?
Charlotte, it was a pleasure meeting you.
It was a great
You
pleasure
too,
meeting
Arthur.
you. I
Please
hope
be
you'll
well.
think of us once in a while. You know, when you pass by a bloated squirrel on the side of the road, that kind of thing. That's a joke from the same Mystery Science Theater scene that gave us How About a Hickory Farms gift box? Okay, well, there you go. I got myself killed by a cougar and lost the veteran's hat forever in order to get that scene with Charlotte where nothing happened. Why am I complaining, though? I should be quite happy because basically that means that we weren't being sent up here to do a plot scene in which we find out that she's been raped and murdered by some rando that we met out in the world. Because whatever the hell that encounter was about, we don't seem to have, you know, triggered what I was afraid it was going to trigger. The game really does seem to want us to go in and take stuff out of her. I guess I'm going to have to look up Charlotte. I didn't spoil her quest line for myself, but if I were to look her up between videos, I'd have a better idea of whether I should be making a point to, you know, I need to, be riding through this territory packing heat apparently, or have a quicker gun to draw, or draw a gun. So what I was trying to do is ride away from the cougar. When I saw a red dot, I didn't know for sure it was a cougar, but I figured it probably was. Hey, it's the foxes. I keep trying to run away from cougars, and I guess maybe my horse is smart enough to know that's not going to work.
Hey, now, boy, easy there.
Evening.
Hey, mister.
So I didn't want to pull a gun on him, but there appears to be some kind of murder animals over here. Yeah, there's definitely...
Yeah.
There was murder animals over there of some kind. But I guess even though I was going to try to call it a session shortly, now I really don't have a whole lot of other things to do than, you know, wait. I guess I could ride around and wait for different times of day and look for side quests to pop up. But I'm pretty much just think I'm not going to get much to happen until I advance the main story. Well, considering how quick that mission for Charlotte was.
Yeah.
It didn't even show a mission complete thing, though. It wasn't like, you know, whatever the name of her missions are, part 4, completed with a gold symbol, like, just talking to her was a mission. Like, I really don't know what that was about at all. And there was no dialogue concerning the fact that I didn't take the money she left for me before.
Yeah. Hi there, mister.
Here's the bleak northern industrial town. That's the mining town, right? Yeah. I mean, I haven't been back to Beaver Hollow in a long time. I could try to play out a whole video by seeing if something's going on over there, but... Or I could just change up my plans. I was going to try to squeeze in 2 videos after this of a different series. Maybe I'll just see how far I get on this and do one more video of it if I have to. feel bad about the fact that we're ignoring John Marston's plight.
You know, can't even be bothered with this.
Arthur.
There we go.
Oh, someone just asked, would you move out of the way? But I guess that was a late reaction from that guy. Back up the path a ways. Anytime I'm...
Okay.
Here they are.
Damn you! Let you go? Let him go. Now where'd be the fun in that?
Let that man go, you kin fucking bastards. Hey, don't be losing.
Hey, I'm going to, man. Just give me a break here.
Hell, they worked you over all right.
They was gonna set fire to me. The monsters.
Yeah, they're a little
It's
weird.
okay, you're all right now.
Or did they paint his face with tar? Or is he got a weird skin complexion that's hard to make out in the... Oh, he's dried blood. Yikes.
I thought I'd die with these animals. You're my savior, sir.
That was a terrible thing to see. Get back to town. Make yourself well.
I shall, sir.
Then
I
join my
shall.
gang.
And I shan't forget the kindness you've done to me.
Oh, he might be like... Oh, chewing tobacco. Might be that we go to a... When we go to town, he'll buy us something. Well, you know, I was thinking, like, that I didn't have time to get into a whole new quest. Rescuing that guy from the Murphy brood, ugh, did that push me over enough that it would make sense to go back to our camp? There's no plot missions to be done at camp, just a bunch of people acting pissed off, though. So really, nothing's changed. It's just I'll have even less time to get going on any missions that I do for Sadie. Now, we're well and truly into the night. I should do a quick... Yep, well... Unless I really don't know how to read this thing, there's well and truly no optional side missions or stranger quests. Strangers or freaks to be encountered right now that the map is telling me about, so... And Sadie's been waiting patiently for weeks at this point for us to do something for Arthur, because, you know, I've literally spent days sleeping around outside of the veterans' house waiting to get him murdered by a boar.
Hey there!
That was Jefferson Beauregard Sessions III. That probably wasn't, actually. When I first got this game, I would have been obsessed with doing all the different activities in all the different towns. At this point, barely even registered. Oh, I was like, I should be able to go in and play cards and stuff. I mean, it's not that it's not fun. I just... God, you can sink so much time into this game.
Hey there, mister. You okay, boy?
I don't know you.
I am in a good mood for some reason.
Qué suerte tienes.
Well, I'll leave you to it. Hasta luego. Excuse me, partner. Hey, boy.
Oh, did I just call him
Fire in
Hey
your
Boy?
horse there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey there, partner.
How you doing, friend?
Hey, partner.
What do you want?
I just want to say hey.
Hey there. Hey. Hey there.
Master?
Oh, I found a legendary fish location. I'm wondering what I should do as far as post-game stuff. I mean, I could wait till the post-game or do it now. Some of it won't make a difference, but I mean, there's all the treasure hunts that you can do, and we never did do anything with the bounty hunting missions, which were kind of a fun diversion in Red Dead Redemption 1. Got a lot harder when you made yourself take them in alive, but... Weird thing is, this game has been making me want, as I mentioned previously, because of a song that I went to, this game has been reminding me a lot of music from, and maybe kind of nostalgic to play, Fallout New Vegas. If I ever finish the DLC for Fallout New Vegas, I'll pretty much be done with that game, though. I mean, one DLC left to do, so it's kind of not like you're really getting back into the main story, or the main map. There is the Van Horn Mansion. So I keep finding myself thinking, like, I just don't really have enough time to get going on a whole new plot mission. But I think the most logical thing to do would be to end the video real close to it. I mean, I've had some videos go a little long, so it might make sense to end this one a little short. Any little random encounter would be good, though. Just to give me something to do without going into a full-fledged story mission.
Hi there, mister.
I ain't got time for this.
Okay, okay. Keep your hair on.
You have to be a jerk. Or maybe you do kind of have to be a jerk. Maybe that's in your nature.
Slow up now.
So it seems like this would be a real good place to save. So the next time we can well and truly get back to the plot. Having done an exciting mission with Charlotte, which is how I intended to spend the video. It lasted like 30 seconds, but yeah, we did a Murphy Brood random encounter on the way back. I think I've officially decided I'm not going to go into a full-fledged story mission right now. What can we learn about the... Yeah, we've only discovered 4 of 6. One of them, the Del Lobo gang, barely countered at all. We discovered more of the Murphy Brood than anyone else. We have not found their camps, but we survived their ambushes. We found their hideout. Murphy Brood are believed to have immigrated to America in the 1700s when they lived comfortably. The industrialization of the area drove the family to live a secluded life in the hills. Now the family resides in the cave in Beaver Hollow, only venturing out its surrounding areas for hunting and scavenging. The Del Lobo gang. We've only killed 5 gang members, and that's it. Consists of mostly Mexican men who are outlaws, exiles, or opportunists. Loyalty is not something that is deemed important. The dispute between Mexico and America has brought this gang to the town of Thieves Landing. Here they steal, fight, and often kill people. Oh, and they're New Austin, so we'll encounter them as randos only after we finish the main story of Arthur Morgan. After finding success and competing for scores with Dutch's gang out in the west, the O'Driscoll boys headed to the plains of Valentine. The gang are known for enrolling new members that are considered to be disposable. The O'Driscoll boys are renowned for their easy money schemes, which often consist of robbing banks, looking for a fun time, and their love of whores. Heartlands and Big Valley. The Big Valley. Lemoyne Rangers. Founded by a group of men who fought side by side in the Confederate Army during the Civil War. Over the years, the gang has attracted new members who share the political views. Keeping members expensive, so arms deals and robberies are a common occurrence. We found their hideout. Did we find the O'Driscoll boys' hideout? Oh, we found one of two. Well. Things ended poorly in Rhodes. Yeah, well, here we go. So, just a quick check of our progress was enough to round this out to more or less a full-length video. Yeah, because when we come back, I think we're just going to go full-fledged into the story again for a while. I'll check and see if there's any side stuff that is missable. I feel like maybe some of the side stuff from previous chapters is now missable. I don't know that for sure. But when we come back next time, we will definitely be continuing on with the main story by talking to Sadie Adler, who's been waiting patiently for some time for us to help her figure out a way to help Arthur Morgan. Catch you later.